and I will be your guide for this experience today. We will be going through a number of nature invitations. These are gentle suggestions rather than instructions. So please, just listen to your body and do what feels right for you. You are going to bathe your senses in nature. Let yourself be guided without any pressure to achieve anything. The most important thing is that you take the time out you need for yourself to relax and listen to what your own body needs. Give yourself permission to simply experience the pleasure of what nature has to offer. Ideally, you will be in a beautiful natural setting with a natural soundscape and as little interaction with other people as possible. But we know this is not the reality for the majority of us. So please, if you are listening to this podcast in a busy setting, simply try and not let the presence of other people limit your experience. This is not a workout or a hike, but a mindful, multisensorial, nature immersive experience. We are learning to see the beauty in everyday life, as it is only when we are touched by beauty it can really change us. As Rachel Carson said, those who dwell amongst the beauties and mysteries of the earth are never alone or weary of life. So whether you are in a garden, a park, a forest, by the sea, in wilderness, or some other natural space, you can still experience the health and well-being benefits of this gentle nature practice. There are many health benefits of nature and forest bathing, including relaxation and stress reduction, cognitive restoration, enhanced immune system functioning, and boosted vitality, to name a few. Sometimes participants have reported being in a better mood, gaining more clarity and perspective, enhanced creativity, and having a deeper emotional connection to the natural landscape after the sessions. But you don't need to worry about working hard to achieve these outcomes. It's actually the opposite. Engaging in the art of ease leads to optimal experiences. The focus is on the sensory experience, and this is a gentle, contemplative practice. To get the most out of this podcast, you can pause it at any time and decide what pace is right for you, spending longer or shorter on specific invitations. I will also include some natural pauses as we go along. Sometimes we need to give ourselves permission to slow down and take time out for ourselves. We feel there's so much to do, endless amounts of tasks. However, in the long run, this can really take its toll on our body, mind, and spirit, and can eventually lead to burnout. Think of nature and forest bathing as preventative medicine, which it is known for in Japan. So simply being present. To begin, our first invitation, simply find a place in nature that you feel comfortable and safe in. Just tune into yourself and notice if there is anything preventing you from being fully present here today. Simply pick up a natural object, whether a stone, a leaf, twig, anything from nature, and place any worries you have with the object, leaving these worries behind for the duration of this experience. You can simply come back and collect all your worries when you are finished, but only if you want to. This simple ritual can ease the transition from your everyday life to a more meditative, expansive, and contemplative space. Remember the importance of respecting the natural environment that you are walking in. So if you've left your natural object down, we're going to continue to our next invitation, which is called connection to place. Sometimes we walk through spaces and are not even aware of what is around us. We could be walking the dog, on the phone, or simply not being present, lost in our own world of thoughts. We are not engaging and connecting with the world around us. When you are ready, take a couple of minutes to really look around and notice everything that surrounds you. Slowly turn in a full circle, shifting your gaze from the earth to the trees, the horizon, sky. Take in everything in. Experience the pleasure of being here, right now. Tune into your body and notice what is it like to be in this place at this time, in this body. So our next invitation is called connection to self. Seldom do we take the time out to listen to our own needs. Our bodies are out of rhythm with nature as the world is moving at such a fast pace. We need to truly slow down and to come back to our senses, to reconnect with ourselves, others around us, and to see the true beauty, wonder, and enchantment of the natural world. Just spend a couple of minutes really listening to what your body needs. See if there are any areas of tightness that you need to move, stretch, sit or lie down and rest. Just give your body what it needs right now. When we practice the art of listening deeply to what our body is telling us, we learn to pick up the subtle signs and sensations of what our body needs, and this can help prevent some ill health. So our next invitation is called Awakening the Senses. When you are ready, find a place within this natural setting that you're comfortable with to spend about 10 minutes. Simply tune into your breathing. Just notice how it is, without trying to change it or regulate it in any way. Feel into your body. How does it feel to be supported by the earth under your feet? You can choose to have your shoes on or off, but barefoot walking on grass can be a real treat and has many health benefits. When you are ready, close your eyes if it is safe and you feel comfortable to do so. Or if you prefer, simply lower your gaze and allow it to soften. Feel the weight of your body standing on the earth. Notice the space around you. The air moving all around. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, really inhaling the environment you're in. Now turn your attention to the sense of touch. Simply noticing the sensations on your skin. The variety of sensations on your bare skin. Noticing the different temperatures. If you're in the sun or shade. Simply notice where the air hits your body. Gently moving your body from side to side, noticing any sensations that arise. Now move your attention to your sense of hearing. What are the sounds you can hear around you? What is the soundscape of this place? Noticing the variety of sounds, the nearby sounds, the faraway sounds, and all the sounds in between, the natural sounds and the man-made sounds. Just simply notice the different sounds around you. And notice if there's any one sound that's given you pleasure. Just really invite that sound in. Now turn your attention to your sense of smell. In modern life, our smell has become dulled, and this can dampen the feeling of aliveness in our bodies. Take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And really take in all the scents around you. Perhaps turning your head gently from side to side to see if you can pick up any of the other subtle scents that might be in the air. Where you're standing, see if you can pick something up in nature that you can smell. Perhaps scrunching up some leaves to enhance the aroma. When you feel ready, bring your open hands up close to your face and inhale deeply through your mouth and nose. Notice what this place smells like. Now turn your attention to your sense of taste. Simply notice any tastes in your mouth, whether it's sweet, salty, or bitter. Again, simply notice without judgment. Now, if you have your eyes closed, I invite you to slowly open them and take in this place that you are seeing through all your senses, as if you're really seeing it for the first time. And simply ask yourself, what am I noticing right now? The great philosopher Proust said, "The greatest voyage of our lifetime is not in the seeking of new landscapes, but in the seeing with new eyes." Our next invitation is called Wander and Wonder. Simply wander and wonder with your awakened senses, and you will be offered the opportunity to really slow down. As you walk at a very gentle pace, simply notice what is moving around you. This could be anything from things on the ground up to the sky and everything in between. Follow what draws your attention, returning to notice what is moving when you are ready. During this invitation, also allow yourselves to be carried away from time to time by the pleasure of touch, smell, hearing, and taste. Allow yourself the gift of silence, especially if you're walking with a partner. This can help deepen the experience and has restorative effects. And just a note, slowing down can be difficult at first, as we are all moving so fast in life. But we really need to see things from a different perspective when we slow down. As you are walking, just ask yourself, what am I noticing in my inner and outer landscapes? Our next invitation is called natural support. We're going to have some fun now and engage our imaginal sense. As adults, sometimes when things are a little difficult, we can do with some extra support in our lives. The natural world gives us support in so many ways. Let your body guide you to something in nature that you want to spend some time with. This could be a tree, a stone, a plant, or anything else that you encounter. Spend some time with it and ask for support with something you need. Listen with your whole body to what comes back. This could be an image, some words that may come to mind, or even a felt sense. When we become still in nature, our chattering minds quieten, and we can gain greater clarity and insights into something that we're struggling with. Our final invitation is what we call sit spot. If you feel comfortable, find yourself a spot where you'd like to sit or lie down if it's safe to do so. A place where you can simply be with whatever is taking place, where you can allow all your senses to bathe and really take in the world around you. Give yourself permission to just be, to do nothing. The art of ease. We start by connecting to our bodies and to walk off in whatever direction feels good to us, trusting we will find our place simply by allowing our bodies to guide us. If for whatever reason we cannot sit on the ground, or if it's too wet or cold, just change this invitation to a wander spot rather than a sit spot. Simply wandering instead. Remember to wrap up well with layers of clothing, as we get cold sometimes when we slow down. So hopefully you will have experienced some of the health and well-being benefits and supports from nature during this nature and forest bathing experience. Take a minute or so and find your own way of saying thanks to the natural space that you have been walking in. The concept of reciprocity is very important for this practice. Like any balanced, healthy relationship, we not only receive from the natural world, but we give something back too. This can be a simple gesture, a promise you make in terms of conservation, or something else altogether. Like any good relationship, it becomes deeper over time. Evidence suggests that spending at least 2 hours a week outdoors can lead to significant mental well-being benefits. What we know from experience is the more you practice these nature-based invitations, the bigger the impact on your health and well-being. So make sure you use this podcast whenever you get a chance in nature. You can also strengthen this practice by keeping a journal of your reflections, observations, insights, and feelings in nature. Maybe getting a beautiful, creative journal will also give you some inspiration for other areas of your life. Finally, a good evidence-based practice tool from the University of Derby in the UK is to notice 3 good things in nature on a daily basis for 30 days. So just simply noticing 3 good things can help draw your attention to the positive things in life, enhancing your well-being. The evidence suggests that this can significantly enhance your well-being and levels of nature connectedness. So I just want to end with a beautiful poem by the late John O'Donoghue, which I believe captures the essence of the nature and forest bathing practices. And the poem is called For the Senses. May the touch of your skin register the beauty of the otherness that surrounds you. May your listening be attuned to the deeper silence where sound is honed to bring distance home. May the fragrance of a breathing meadow refresh your heart and remind you you are a child of the earth. And when you partake of food and drink, may your taste quicken to the gift and sweetness that flows from the earth. May your inner eye see through the surfaces and glean the real presence of everything that meets you. May your soul beautify the desire of your eyes, that you might glimpse the infinity that hides in the simple sights that seem worn to your usual eyes.